New figures from Statistics Canada showing the number of Canadians living alone is at its highest since Confederation. It was the most common type of household according to the 2016 census. Solo dwellers making up 28% of all households in Canada. Meanwhile, owning a home or condo here in Toronto has never been more difficult for a young person. Perhaps that's why the figures also show that more young adults are choosing to live with mom and dad. And when it comes to Canadian cities, Toronto tops the list for that one.
I have to stay with a family member now because, to be quite honest, being able to afford anywhere around here is just unfeasible and impossible nearly.
He's 29, about to start school at Seneca College and still living with his grandma.
Just trying to make the best of it.
Perino Siolan says sky-high Toronto rents keep him carb-loading and close to home.
Good company, good pasta, you know, nothing better than grandma's pasta, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, you know, it's thank God that I have family where I can stay.
New figures released from Stats Canada today show Siolan is certainly not alone. Toronto is the city with the most young people yet to leave the nest. 47% of people between 20 to 34 are still living with their parents, according to the 2016 census.
My daughter, who's 26, just moved out, whereas I moved out a lot earlier as a baby boomer.
Dean Marie Boutriani at Ryerson University is all too familiar with the additional pressures facing today's youth. She sees it both at home and on campus.
I think part of the reason is, although they're the most highly educated generation in history, they are unfortunately dealing with malemployment, which means the quality of the work they do have doesn't really match their qualifications and their education level, which means they make less money.
Not only that, young adults are getting married later and facing record-breaking real estate prices.
We're finding that our clientele is getting older. The people that haven't bought yet, that have seen this market go crazy for the last 15 years almost, are, beside themselves. It's so difficult to enter the market.
All this keeping kids closer to home, full of trepidation, yet at least with a full stomach.
I dread to think about the people who don't have the family to stay at.
And another key finding from the census, there has been a surge in multi-generational homes in the GTA. And here in Toronto, that accounts for 5.8% of all dwellings. That's the second highest in Canada. Now, if you want to really dive into the census findings, you can go to our website, citynews.ca.